How's it going? Hello, happy whatever day it is. I don't know what day it is. I haven't been paying attention. Thank you to everyone who left comments in the last video about things that you wanted to see on the videos, because that gives me inspiration of things to talk about, things to show you that are super exciting that you can look up on your own or be inspired by and all that kind of nonsense. So thank you for that. It was awesome. You guys came up with amazing suggestions, including an entire diatribe about pigeons, which I will do later. I will do a whole video on pigeons and it will be fascinating. I mean, it will probably be not that fascinating, but maybe it will be fascinating for some of you. One comment I got was from Victor Mon, who actually said that he had been a fan of Ross's and Aaron's on Newgrounds ages ago, and then later saw me at GameX in Sweden when I was there with BioWare in my Commander Shepard costume. And I guess his brother gave me these dog tags, which I still have, so thank you very much for those. They're really awesome, and I still have them because they're super cool, and I wear them with my costume too at the same time. But so I still have those, and then he found out that Ross on Steam Train was Rubber Ninja from Newgrounds, and he found out we were married, and he was like, oh my gosh, the world is such a small place. And I agree, it is a small place, and I loved GameX. That was an amazing convention, and we had so much fun, me and the BioWare guys, and it was just awesome. It was a really, really cool convention. So if you ever get a chance and you live in the Nordics, you should go to GameX. That's also where I got to meet Karen Olva. I think that's how you say her last name. And she also does a lot of BioWare costumes. And she did Shepard, the Inquisitor, and she's crazy talented. So if you get a chance, you should check out her work. She's amazing, and she's super inspiring for me because her work is just out of this world. So you should totally check her out. Also, so that's that. Comments, Shepard tags, pretty sweet. Still working on my art show. You guys wanted to hear about some more artsy-fartsy, like fun, you know, casting sort of things. And this right here is a silicone mold. And what I usually do when this was originally a sculpture. And then what I do is I make a little box out of, it's like that not cardstock, but the white like poster board that's actually a little thick. I just hot glue a box together, stick my little guy on the bottom, and then make a little silicone box mold. And then inside, this is where I pour the resin, you can see right there. And this is a little resin copy of one of my little golems, as I'm calling them. Well, they're little familiar golems that I'm going to have for my art show. So I'm only going to do like a limited run of these guys because they're my first ones, and I want to make more because they're cute. Look at its cute little face. I'll show you a picture here because then you can see its cute little face, because you can't really see it since it's so far away. But I'm still learning about making little figures. I need to get a, like one of those degassers for my silicone so there's no bubbles in it. And I need to do a couple things like that to make sure so that I don't get bubbles in my little resin guys, because sometimes they get these little bubbles on his claws. So, oh, the trials and tribulations. My next order of business is, you guys wanted to hear about books that I think are cool, or like comic books or art books and all that kind of stuff that I find inspiring. This one is The Age of Reptiles. Now it was a comic, and now they made it into like an omnibus, so it's just a bunch of collections of them. And it's a comic with no words at all. It's just pictures of dinosaurs fighting and like doing dinosaur things. Literally all it is dinosaurs doing dinosaur things. So it's telling a story, but all in pictures with no words. So it doesn't matter what language you speak, or, you know, it's completely done in pictures, which I think is amazing. And the art's awesome, so it's all just dinosaurs being dinosaurs. So if you like dinosaurs and monsters and fighting and reptiles, then this is your jam. I love it. I think it's really, really cool. So if you get a chance, check that out. Really cool comic and art book. Super neat. Also, just as an aside, I have been, you know those monthly box things? I get Loot Crate, which is awesome, but I don't get that many because I think that unless I don't use the stuff, like I don't want to get a bunch of stuff lying around. I did a craft one for a while and it just I ended up throwing half of it away because I couldn't make anything with it, and it was like rickrack, and I'm like, I don't want to use rickrack, it's dumb, it's ugly. So I get a box that I love called Tea Sparrow. It's got a little Tea Sparrow. I mean, it's adorable. It's like painfully adorable. And every month it comes with 4 teas, and I love tea. Tea is awesome, and I drink tea all the time, so I almost always finish all of it. And it comes with like really, really good tea too. It's all fresh. It's all, you know, they've like just packed it, you can tell. So none of it's stale or anything like that. And this month I got lavender Earl Grey, organic white rose, organic chai rooibos, and strawberry champagne, which sounds a little soccer mom for me, but it smells nice, so we'll see. But yeah, every tea has been awesome, and they come in just like little bags so you can use them every month, and it's been great. So if you want a box that, and you like tea, that you'll use and is actually worth it and, you know, super, super cool, Tea Sparrow is an awesome one. And I love Loot Crate too, and it's also a fun one if you want to get like fun nerdy things every month. It's really cool too, and lots of t-shirts, which I use the t-shirts all the time. So yeah, it's pretty great. Tea, I love tea. Earl Grey tea is my favorite. Earl Grey hot. Now I'm going to talk about the Guardians of the Galaxy trailer. I had a bunch of you guys ask me because I'm a big Marvel fan and I love Doctor Strange. In fact, I think he's up here. Hold on. Wait, here he is. I have a bunch of Doctor Strange action figures up here because I collect Doctor Strange stuff. So on top of collecting owls, I collect Doctor Strange stuff. And I have a lot of the old comics, I have a lot of the new comics, I don't know if I have all of them, I probably don't. I do have the anthologies where they collected all the old comics and put them all into the black and white thick ones, and those are still my favorites. My favorite modern Doctor Strange comic is The Oath, and I don't remember who wrote it. I can't think of it right now. But it's a great comic. So if you get a chance to read Doctor Strange The Oath, it's in comic stores right now. They usually keep it, now they have it in book form, so. And it's great. It's a really great modern Doctor Strange story that stays really true to the character. And I love all the old ones. Up until like the 80s and 90s, it got real, there was some real weird stuff that happened then, but some of it's amazing. I'll go into Doctor Strange later. I could go on and on about Doctor Strange. Let's talk about Guardians of the Galaxy, which I think looks amazing. I love Guardians of the Galaxy for one, and I think it's a really, you know, it's finally like one of those offshoot kind of unique Marvel movies, which I've really been looking forward to. And I'm usually really wary of a bunch of CG in a movie, but it looks like it's really done well because, I mean, Howard the Duck was terrifying, and if their Rocket Raccoon actually looks like he's a badass and not really scary and pervy like Howard the Duck looked. So I have high hopes, and the humor is awesome. Like, there's nothing I love more than a sci-fi movie or show that has humor. That's why I love Stargate SG-1. That's why I love Farscape for that. There's so many shows that, and Star Trek, Star Trek Next Generation all have like these elements of humor to them that are this like kind of campy, goofy sci-fi humor that just makes my soul feel good. So, and Firefly, same thing. So that it kind of has that feeling of being that kind of a show / movie. And that gives me a lot of hope that we're kind of going back down that path of being like, let's not take ourselves so seriously that it's always the same thing over and over again. So I'm really excited for it, and I hope to see more trailers coming up in the future. But yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. Hopefully I've talked about something that will inspire you or give you something to think about this week and find some cool stuff to do. And again, I'll keep looking in the comments if there's anything you want me to talk about or any questions you have, go for it. And I will see you all soon. Goodbye, everyone! Ooh, Vishanti! Woo!